You're supposed to think about both of you entering Jangi for 2,000 per week. You understand? But your husband is not there. So, Baba, forget. If that girl is a nice person to you, keep the friendship. But realistically, I do agree with Mr. Nancho that communication is important. But all I'm saying is that women have been proven to be more exposed than men, and based on that, their decisions are always in advance. So, bro, take heart. It's not the end of the world, but have a discussion with her. If it now say it just use you for whole body or for solve a marital problem then, or for solve a relationship problem, know your position. You understand? Yes, you're a young man. You never even reach stage where you wait no. When you don't deal like me, so way they say na invitation for marriage. So your ex now they wake up tell you how. In fact, let me leave it here, please. People want to say something. I want to hear what other people have to say.
Senancho, please, who have to say something? Put your hand up, please. I'll give you the mic.
Marguerite, I understand you're one of those guys where we normally say a pessimist is an optimist with experience. But before I respond to your sentences, we have some great guys, some wonderful people have just joined us. Pawap, I see Deep has been so
No,
quiet
no,
for a long period of time.
no other Oluwafemi. Oluwafemi wants talk something. Oh, na my Niger brother be that.
Yes, Olua, did we make you have the mic, guy. You can you can talk. Okay, he's got the microphone already.
Okay, good evening, everybody.
Good evening, bro.
Okay, I wasn't around like when the conversation started though, but according to what the last speaker said, he was talking about a girl about keeping a friendship about something, but I don't really follow up because I was not on the space when the conversation started. But in that case, where you were saying instead of having anything to do with that kind of girl, you should better keep the friendship. What of if the girl was your girlfriend, like your girlfriend that understands you better?
Um, okay, in that case, no other Olafemi. One thing I want to tell you, man to man, is that the same way.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching and listening to the Yes Talk Show. Subscribe, hit the notification icon for updates. Like, comment, share below. Yes Talk Show.
You can have the girl you like. How can I put it?
The thing is that somebody mentioned the three ways you can know your girlfriend is
Yes,
by
yes.
exposure and is by um maybe someone is taking out and spending money the way you cannot do
Oh,
for something like that. And the third one, which I can't remember though, I don't know, maybe you can remind me. So you were saying that, but you were saying that that's the three ways you can know your true girlfriend.
yes.
By
What?
by
Mhm.
okay, go on.
Yes, what I was saying, and I'm still reiterating the fact that it's not proven science, but that is from my experience and certain things I've got, some podcasts I've listened to, and some jokes and stories. I meant that a woman's true nature generally would be observed in one of these three scenarios or in all the scenarios. The
Okay.
first is when she's had exposure. So an example is that you might not know the true nature of your girlfriend. Might be
Okay.
you are overseas and you have a girlfriend and you say, hey, I want to bring this girl to overseas. When she don't call overseas, enter plane.
Hmm.
Eh? When she
Yeah.
don't call this Yankee, then she's receiving the
Mhm.
same salary as you and she
O-
understand how the system functions. That is when you know her true nature as well.
Okay. If
Some
she's
girls
going to
some
stay
girls
or
are
not.
nice and respectful because they no get choice.
Hmm.
But you never
Hmm.
know until you give them the
Hmm.
choice. You understand?
Yeah, I understand you.
This the second option is when a woman is in need, when a woman is in want. It means that
Okay.
when she's in a position of vulnerability, then you can know her true character. It's not like you make her to be in the presence of vulnerability. It's just that if the natural occurrence of life makes a woman not to be able to provide for herself, then you know her character because some people use the easy way out. Might be dating older men, might be
Mm,
exchanging sex for facilities.
mm,
But if you and your girlfriend you are in nothing, and you see the way she holds it down, she's got a good character, relentless, she's positive and everything. That's a good person to me. Then
okay.
the third situation is when she's got everything she wants. What do I mean? Sometimes the realest girls in life that I've met or I've dated are those who had their own income.
Mm,
Get way, you don't even like all she can do is to tell you, hey babes, are you free this weekend? You'll be like, yeah. It's okay. Is it okay if I come out for weekend? She no go come ask you transport. When
mm.
she knows that she likes wine, you like wine, she might get a bottle of wine. You understand?
Yeah, I'm actually in that kind of situation, though. That's why I was
Yeah.
trying to understand you because the two, just as if the two scenarios you first mentioned, like
Yeah.
they are the wrong ones, and the third one is not really, is like the good one. Should I say it like that? Because
No,
you said, eh?
there's a good and bad to everything.
Yeah,
And
yeah, yeah.
let me explain the good and the bad real fast so that we can let other people speak. When it comes to exposure, there's a good part. When she has been exposed to life, more superior might be and more exotic, you can be able to see how she holds it together, how
Okay.
modest sometimes she can be, how
Okay.
how conscious of
What
her
can be
environment she could be,
exposure?
and how she can adapt. You understand?
Yeah, yeah,
Then
yeah.
this so there's a
Understand it.
good part and a bad part. Then the second one, when she's in need, it means that a woman who is in need sometimes, due to her character, will still stick to her principles as a woman.
Okay, yeah, yeah, yeah.
But some people would, on the other side, which is the bad side, some people who will succumb to peer pressure, to the need for comfort, or the need for an easy way out, might go into sex, into dating older men, into sugar daddy syndrome, into,
Mm.
you understand what I
To
mean?
meet her needs. Yeah, to meet her
Then
needs, right?
yes, then the last one of those who have all they need, or who have like who are independent, is that
Mm,
a woman who has all she needs would want you for you because she already provides for herself. She has her own job. She's taken care of. It means that if she's good to you when she's got everything that she expects from a man, that's a good girl,
mm.
isn't it? But if she's rude towards you, probably because she's a career woman, she's a professional, she's got her
Yeah,
own job,
yeah.
then that's a bad aspect. You
Okay.
understand?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
that's
right.
what I
That's
mean.
right. I actually agree with you 100%. Like 100.
And when I was speaking about keeping a relationship, was in the case that the Baba, that guy, right? He said a friend of his saw somebody who posted his girlfriend, and it seemed
Mm,
like they'd gone for a photo shoot. So he was asking what he
okay.
could do, and I was just telling him that for me, if the girl is nice to him, if it's a good friendship they're building, then he shouldn't try to be like, oh, I'm leaving you. You're a bad girl. You understand what I mean?
Mm,
All I'm saying is that he
mm.
should have a genuine conversation, just like what Mr. Nanchop said. Have a
Yeah.
conversation, but in that conversation, bear in mind that you are supposed not to have too much expectation. Let
Mm,
her just open up to you and say, babe, this guy is working in Douala. He's somebody who has been proposing to marry me, but I don't yet feel him very much. But I love
mm.
him instead. So you are supposed to tell her that, okay, how we go come function this one now? You understand?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yes. Somebody like me, I don't date married men. Married women, sorry. I don't date married women or women who have been spoken for. What do I mean? If you have been proposed to, if you are somebody's fiance, I don't have anything to discuss with you. You understand?
100. Yeah,
The
yeah,
only
yeah.
thing I do is I respect your relationship. Maybe we'll keep in touch. Maybe who know tomorrow? But if I
Mm.
see that keeping in touch with you will disturb your marriage, I stay
Yeah,
away.
yeah, you have to stay. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so
Understand.
that's what I also meant by I've given up on two ladies in my life, and the only regret I have is that somehow I met the best women in my life when I wasn't yet ready or when the circumstances were not right. You
No.
understand? Because
Yeah, yeah.
sometimes God lets those things happen so that it pushes you to want to make yourself the kind of man you want a woman to meet and marry.
Okay.
Because you realize when you grow older, and this goes to Baba, you are still young. I bet you, I'm sure you are still 23 to 25. Some of those nice girls you had growing up, those are some of the most genuine relationships you ever had. And our regret when we grow older is that some of those relationships occurred when we were too young,
So
when we were
handle it.
too dependent, yes, to handle those
Yeah.
relationships. And you should green or no do pass yourself, know your level. You understand?
I understand.
Yes, so that's what I meant.
All
Yeah.
right. Thanks, Marcus. Marcus, right?
You're
All
welcome.
right.
Yeah, yeah, actually, you're welcome, bro. I'm sure. Hey, honorable host, please, I'm sorry if I overheld the mic. It's not in my nature, though. I'll send it.
Okay, the next person, please put up your hand if you have something to say. Welcome, Obafon. Let me see his name fully. Obafon Show Alalabde. Welcome. And we have Tammy. Tammy has been a good listener in the house. Welcome, Tammy. And we have Annalise doesn't talk as well. Good listeners. And we have Ellie. Zizi just showed up. Please, if you have something to say, put up your hand and we'll give you the mic.
Tammy, come and say something, Joe. Come, let's talk something.
I invited her several times. She's just being a
You will
good
come,
listener.
you will come, don't worry. I know Tammy now. Tammy is way back, oh. It's my home girl. See?
So please, who has something to say? Put up your hand in regards to the last discussion.
I guess they are still trying to digest what is being discussed. While that is being done, um, before I leave, let me address the few things from what the last two discussers brought up to the forefront.
Ladies
And
and
gentlemen,
gentlemen,
you're
you're
watching
watching
and
and
listening
listening
to
to
Yes
Yes
Talk
Talk
Show.
Show.
Subscribe, hit the notification icon for updates. Like, comment, share below. We hear say talk show.